Kia ora, I'm Sonia Wilson. So what makes them do it? Kiwi drivers who put their foot down instead of pulling over for the police. In just the past few years, more than 30 have died after drivers ignored the cops and decided to run. Is it the adrenaline, the thrill of the chase, or simply a fear of getting in trouble? Whatever the reason, as Erin Conroy reports, that decision leaves behind a lifetime of consequences.
Oh, it's going crazy. Extremely dangerous.
It's a split-second decision made. Young drivers on the run. Taking on the police and taking a gamble with life.
It's crest.
That's probably one of the hardest things, is he never said goodbye. And he had no last words. Yeah. I walked in and all I could see was my brother lying on the bed with all the wires around it. And on that time I thought he's gone.
When a police pursuit ends in death, what we will never know is why they ran, and what they will never know is what they left behind. Viani Nana moved to New Zealand from Samoa when he was 12. He and his siblings have been raised by their grandmother. To them, she was mum. He'd graduated high school.
He passed his NCEA level 1, 2, 3. He was a smart boy.
Just landed his first job in construction.
His first proper job.
Were you proud?
Yes, I was proud.
He was the family favourite.
So, this is his room. That's where he sleeps.
The family provider.
My nana, she was telling him to go and take a course or something, but then he said, no, I want to work and I want to help you, to pay that and this, our school fees and everything.
And the only big brother to Tina and Annie.
Humble. First thing, he was quiet. Kind, sweet, amazing. He was my favorite brother. And he always tells me everything, his secrets, everything about his life. Yeah, everything, just... Oh, man.
Did you think he'd be here when you woke up in the morning?
Yeah, definitely.
But on Friday, May 10th, Viani would go out with his friends and wouldn't be coming back. This is what we know happened that night. A car speeds through Manukau. It's spotted by police. A short chase begins. It's called off, but the car continues onto the motorway, speeding up to 160 k's. Exiting here, again, it's seen by police. There's a second brief pursuit. Again, police pull out. Still travelling at 100k in this 50 zone, the driver loses control, slams into a parked car.
2 in the morning, my auntie came over. All I could think of was, what's going on? What's happening? She was saying, hurry up, get ready, go, get Vianney's clothes. We have to go to hospital. He's in the hospital.
Viani would suffer such severe injuries, his family will turn his life support off 2 days later. But there were also 3 other guys in the car, and they would all die that night. Viani was a passenger. Dominic Stalin was driving. Wisatini To'oto'o and George Lumia were also in the car. 4 families mourning and a new family that will never be.
So when's your baby due?
I'm due in September.
7 months pregnant with her first baby.
Last few months?
Chanel Topor had been together with Dominic for a year.
What did Dominic think when you found out you were pregnant?
We were happy and excited. We made a lot of plans to live together, get our own place and things like that. He was excited to be a dad.
Chanel was in Australia checking out houses. She and Dominic had plans to move there. Thousands of kilometres away, she woke up to a text from Dom's sister saying he'd been killed in a car crash.
I was in shock.
Is it real for you yet? Has it sunk in?
Mm-hmm.
So Dominic was driving that night.
Yeah,
How are you coping with that?
I was really mad at one stage. And I don't know why he didn't pull over, because he would always pull over, but I don't know what happened that night.
Chanel will never know, but now she faces raising her baby alone.
So what's happened to your plans now?
I'm just gonna carry on with the plans that we're supposed to do together, but just me.
And how's that for you?
Sad.
Not all the facts about this crash are clear. Police are still investigating. It's thought the driver Dominic had been drinking and was disqualified. It's believed speed was a contributing factor. But when 4 guys are in a car, police lights flash to pull over. What made them decide to run?
So this is your first time visiting this spot?
After Vianney's funeral, mates of the boys visit the crash site.
What do you think happens when someone's in that situation and they make a split-second decision to run?
Adrenaline rush, eh? You know, it hypes you up a bit. It's one of those decisions made in the heat of the moment, eh? So, you know, you don't pull back to think twice. You just, you just go for it.
What do you think they would have been saying or doing?
Just think they all panicked. Yeah. They're only young, you know. They're 18, you know, just finished school, so they're just worried what they're gonna get in trouble from their parents. The cops are coming over and stuff, so they just think if they get away, then they'll be all right.
What do you say to an 18-year-old?
If the police are gonna pull you up, just pull over. You know, it's not worth your life. It's better to just pull over and get a fine or something instead of your family having to come to the hospital to see you in the morgue.
We drove to go and identify my brother's body. We couldn't touch him in the morgue. Like, I wanted to smash that window and wake my brother up and hug him, but we couldn't touch him.
Mariska said goodbye to her baby brother, Wisatini. He was the cheeky one, the entertainer in the To'oto'o family, just starting to find his way in life.
He was excited that him and his friends were going out of the hood and they were going to go to an actual club or party, and, you know, like every other 18-year-old, what they do when they turn 18, they round up their friends and they go out and they drink, party and come home and tell the story. And this time, like, my brother, you know, didn't come home. Yeah.
Wisatini and George were related, but hadn't hung out together for years, until that night. George decided to go out partying with the boys.
I've just been in to see George's family. It was incredibly emotional. His uncle just sat there on the floor, weeping, shaking uncontrollably, and said he's just too upset to do an interview. He did give us his blessing to use George's photos and gave us his T-shirt. But seeing him like that was truly heartbreaking. And what he also told me is that George's girlfriend is pregnant too.
The two mums-to-be met on the day of George's funeral.
So there are 2 unborn babies.
Yeah. She still, won't believe what happened. And she reckons I'm the only one that knows what she's going through.
2 babies, sons they've found out. Chanel's decided to name her baby after his dad, Dominic.
I will always wish that I could turn back time to that night, just change the events so they would still be here.
We're standing side by side.
4 families' lives altered forever through one split-second decision.
Every night, when I go in his room, it feels empty, and it feels like half of me is gone.
What we will never know is why they ran.
Stop and think. It's not worth your life.
And what they will never know is what they left behind.
I want to say I love you, bro. Never had the chance to say that.
We found love in a hopeless place.